Players only. It's your host with the most. It's the Eastside Pharaoh, the Midwest Messiah, Daily Deposit Don, the Almighty Don Jones, Genghis Don, the High Street Highness, Mr. Get your number and never fucking call, even though I don't get these hoes numbers no more. Because if they fine, I'm going to give them mine. But you already fucking knew that, you know what I'm saying? But put your fucking pinkies up if you out there, players only, you know what I'm talking about. Write down in the comments where you from. Let us know where you are playing in the world, because we players only worldwide, you know what I'm saying? Take your little fat thumbs, get down in the description, you know what I'm saying? Click on all those links in the description. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, all that shit. DM me, let me know that you following, so I can follow you back and put you in the close friends, you know what I'm talking about? But today, we come to talk to y'all about really the baby and Dani Leigh and Dani Leigh's brother, and just what we can learn from that, which is how to deal with women's brothers, you know what I'm saying? And this is something that you need to know from 3rd grade all the way up to 65 years old, of how to deal with a woman's brothers and cousins and family members and all that other shit, you know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know if you guys seen the video of the baby and his security friends, whoever, beating the dog shit out of Dani Leigh's brother. But I want you guys to know that this is exactly how you should handle a bitch's brother. You know what I'm saying? If you have an issue with a bitch's brother, don't try to spare the nigga because you love her and this is her brother, and you plan on marrying her, or you got a baby with her. None of that matters. Do not spare him because of that, because of your love for her. Don't do that. Don't do that shit out of respect for her. And this goes for anybody in her family, any of her loved ones, her best friend, her cousins, her uncle, her dad, or whoever. You know what I'm saying? Treat them like any other nigga on the street. Smack the shit out them niggas the same way you would if a random nigga did the shit. You know what I'm saying? You seen Dani Leigh's brother was on the internet threatening the baby, and he handled Dani Leigh's brother the same way he would handle a rapper or anybody else. As soon as he seen him, boom, stuck him in his shit, which I love. That was some gangster shit, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's how you deal with a bitch's brother, cousins, friends, whoever. I always take the attitude, like when I'm going to meet a bitch's dad or her brothers or whoever, I don't worry about whether or not they like me. I worry about whether I like them, and they need to worry about whether I like them. You know what I mean? That's the attitude I come into it with. I don't worry about, I hope they like me. I don't think like that. I think, well, I like them. You know what I'm saying? I think, well, they have a problem with me. Not, am I going to have a problem with them? I think, what am I going to do if they disrespect me? You know what I'm saying? Not what are they going to do if I disrespect her? You know what I mean? But I just wanted to give y'all a little bit of game on that, because it made my morning, you know what I'm saying? Seeing the baby punch on Dani Leigh's brother like that. That's how you're supposed to do it. And I'm going to give y'all a story, and I don't want to give y'all too much because it's a story I'm not necessarily proud of. But I want to give y'all a story of why you should handle her brothers like any other nigga on the streets. One time ago, the one relationship that I cared about, that I was in, I gave a fuck about, me and her had got into it. I ain't gonna get too much into the details. Long story short, she called her brother over. Now, her brother's somebody who I done known throughout the years. I done pulled up to help him fight niggas, you know what I'm saying? This time he's pulling up to fight me or whatever. So she calls her brother or whatever, and in my head I go, I'm gonna spare him. I'm not gonna beef with him because out of respect for her sister, I love her, blah blah blah. Ain't that the most simplest shit ever? The most simplest shit ever. The bitch called her brother, and I'm trying to spare this nigga out of respect for her. Simp shit. But this is why I'm telling you, so you don't regret that situation the way I regret it. I wish that I could go back in time and smack the dog shit out of him for coming around violating like that, you know what I'm saying, because his sister called. I want you guys to know, in the future or presently, if you have an issue with a bitch's brother, do not spare that nigga. Treat that nigga like any other regular nigga on the streets that disrespected you, you know what I'm saying? That's pretty much all I had to say. You know, players only, if you out there, put your pinkies up. Make sure you got some cologne on today. Get a haircut, you know what I'm saying? Stay hoe ready so you ain't got to get ready. You know what I mean? But players only, fuck with me. Follow me on everything down there. Let me know what you want to see on here next time. Leave a request, you know what I'm saying? Drop some comments or some stories, thoughts, anything. Shout out to Jay. Shout out to everybody else in Players Only. Shout out to Khalid out there in South Central. Shout out to Jay out in Florida. Shout out to Tori out in North Carolina, you know what I'm saying? Players Only, pinkies up, holla at me.